Hi y'all, thought I'd show you some of my crochet. This is a Santa Claus doll I made several years ago. Came out pretty good. This pattern is from an old crochet book. Pretty good pattern. It's got the pattern for the Mrs. Santa Claus too, but I didn't get her made. And I made his gloves green because he's already got so much red on him. And here's his little bag that he carries all the goodies in. And I'll show you what I've been making. Stand there and put that over here somewhere. Now, I've been making some snowballs. They're just simple crocheted balls. I made a bunch of them. And this one, I made this red on the bottom and white on the top so that it would look like it snowed on it. But it looks more like one of them fishing sinkers. And see, there's a whole bunch of them. I made a whole bunch of snowballs. See, I put them in this jar. And the little tree I'm wanting to put them on, the branches are so weak, they just barely put something on them. They just go down like that. So I might as well throw that tree away. You can't put nothing on it. There's another one of them. And I like this quite a bit. It's a bell with a ding dong. Ding, 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 ding. That was easy to make it. I like it with the ding dong. It makes all the difference. And let's see. I made this one. I showed it on a previous video. It's like a retro. And one of those little balls. And then this. It looks more like a chicken drumstick than it does an ornament. And this little sweater, I made it last year. And it's cute, but it's kind of big. But I guess if you have a big tree or just want to use it somewhere besides a tree, it'd be all right. It's got the little snowman on it. The next time I make one of these, I'm going to make it for a doll. And what you can do, instead of going all the way around, you can just go back and forth. You can leave the front open or leave the back open, whichever one, so you can put it on your doll. And let me get this. I made 3 of these. It wants to twist a little for some reason. Let me open up that curtain. It's kind of dark in here. Let me get the curtain open. Okay. I made this one. Now this one, see, I used 4-ply worsted weight yarn and a size 10 gold thread. And that gave it some prettiness. I think it's real pretty that way. Well, this one here too, I did the same thing with it, but instead of using gold thread, I used a sparkly white thread. And this one's got the gold thread in it too. I don't know where I'm going to hang them because the tree that we put up is a white one, and I don't know. I'm picky about what I'm putting on it. And this is an angel I made last year to see if I like the pattern, and I do. Pretty little angel. There's another one. I guess I liked it pretty well. And then there's that. Looks like a chicken leg drumstick. Okay. Oh, and this here is Christmas tree. That I really like this. It's pretty. That is pretty neat. I really like that. And I'll show you what else. Oh, these owls. I made a whole bunch of these owls. I don't know where I'm going to hang them yet. Ain't that cute? My husband's here. I hear my husband hollering. I made a whole bunch of these. See, that's a red one. They're easy, but they're a little bit tedious. Because you have to go back and glue the eyes on, and you have to do the feet separate over the stick, and you got to put a hanger on it, but it's not hard. And I made more of them in different colors. But I really like these crocheted owls. I got to figure out where I'm going to put them. And I don't want my husband to see I made him some stuff for Christmas. Y'all saw this in the previous video, frog hat. That's going to look cute on him. And I made him a pair of these fingerless gloves. They're just stretch on. You just stretch them on. It's an easy pattern. I figure out which goes where. Yeah. And see, I put this between the fingers, double crochet, and it keeps it from gapping open here. It keeps it snug around your fingers. Double strand, they're warm. They are warm. And I made this glove set and this hat for a friend of ours. He said, I don't remember what religion, what their beliefs were that his parents believed, but they didn't celebrate Christmas. So he said he never got a Christmas present before in his life. I thought, well, that's weird, and that, well, I'm just going to do something about that. So I made him these. He likes his Mexican colors. And so I think he's going to like them. And I made this for my husband. An octopus. I made up the face on there like that. It's supposed to be winking or something like that. And the mustache. And then his legs are not supposed to be that curly. They're supposed to be like this, but they curl on up. That's all right. My husband is like he likes toys, I guess you could say. He enjoys things. He's not too proud to enjoy things like this. He'll hang it up somewhere and he'll appreciate it. He appreciates everything I make him. And then I made him a pair of these. I call them Bumblebee Gloves. I just did my own pattern with these. See if I can tell which is the, I think this is the left one. I got this wrong on here, this between the fingers. I got it wrong. It's not comfortable. I don't know. I can't just cut it out because it's stitched in with the last row. And I wove the ends in so well, I can't find the end to take it out. Let me see. If he might could wear it like that. We'll see. I'm disappointed in that. But anyway, there's his Bumblebee Gloves. And I made him a pair of these. Green. 2 strands together. Green is his favorite color. And see I put that double crochet there. And where this hole is, the pattern didn't call for a thumb deal. But see where the hole is, I just went around it. Went around it with some single crochets right in the front. And then as I got towards the back, I put a half double, and then I double crocheted around it. So it would come up more like this. And then on the last row, I just put all single. There's his gloves. And what else? Oh, I made him this. It's just a frog. And it's nothing in it. You can set it down like that if you want to. Just set it down, or you can set it down over something. But there's his frog. And I made him a pair of these gloves. He loves these skull gloves. And his other ones are getting worn out, so I made him another pair. Yeah, goes like this. See? He likes skull gloves. This is a good fit. And these are a pair of lacy gloves I made yesterday. They're to go with a scarf that I'm going to use. We're going to have a Christmas party for my husband's boss giving a Christmas party. And we do a gift exchange, a men's gift exchange and a women's. Well, I've got this scarf here that I made a while back, and it is just beautiful. It is gorgeous. And these lacy gloves will go with it. So I really like this. It's beautiful. If somebody don't like that, they're crazy. Let's see that's just a doodad. Now what's this? Okay. Oh, I forgot about them. Oh, there's more Christmas doings. I forgot all about these. Completely forgot. I made these Christmas diamond ornaments. Make 2 of them and crochet them together on the edges. Those are pretty. And this one looks Christmassy. Those are really pretty. It's just the easiest can be. You just get on YouTube and Google a diamond, crochet diamond, and get your pattern and make them up just as easy as can be. I really like them. I don't know where I'm going to hang them. Oh. And turn this around. This, I don't know if I ever showed this to y'all or not. I don't think so. This is a vest that I made. Very simple. Very simple. I did it in just this stitch right here. Just double crochet, chain one, double crochet. That's all it is. And I went up to shape it where it go around my neck, fit around my neck. So on chilly days, I wear that. When I don't want to wear a full sweater or jacket, just put one of these on. And this one. There's front and back. Here's front. And instead of sewing the sides together, I put the side panel on it, like that. Side panels, like that. So it's not just flopping. And I added a little in the front. See, in the front, so that, because I have such a fat belly and my boobs are so big, it makes the hem come up on blouses and tops. So I added a few rows to the bottom to make up for that, so it'll be even on the bottom, around the bottom. But this is really nice. I love this variegated. It's just beautiful. I love this color too. It's kind of a salmon peach. And then there's the blues. This yarn here was a skein that my husband got me for Christmas about 3 years ago. And I didn't know what to make with it, and so finally I made this. And let's see. And this is man's scarf. I don't know what inspired me to make this, but I don't have any particular man in mind for it. It's real pretty. It's just basic green squares, and you change colors out here in different ways with that variegated. And see, it's real pretty. Navy blue with this stuff here. And I'll make it really nice for somebody. I don't know who. I have no idea who, but I've got it here if I ever need to give a gift to a man. You know, we live here in Texas. We don't have that much real cold weather. It's mainly at night the nights get cold. But during the day, it's usually not very cold unless there's a north wind blowing. If there's not a wind blowing, it's not going to be too cold. Even if it snows. Like when it snows, it don't get very cold unless the wind's blowing. It all depends on the wind. That's for the ladies' gift exchange. It needs a hat, really needs a hat to go with it. She'll be a complete set. God, I've already put so much work into it. And my carpal tunnel is acting up. Last night when I was finishing up on working on these gloves, by the time I started on the second one, my wrist started snapping and hurting. It's a bad sign. Years ago, it got real bad where it was hurting and my hand was going numb and it was snapping, and I had to quit. I quit crocheting cold turkey for a good 10 years. And a couple of years ago, I started back crocheting again. I thought, well, I'll see, and it was okay. But I've been doing so much crochet this year. My wrist is snapping. Such a bummer. Such a bummer, because I am hooked on crochet. I love to crochet. I mean, you can do so many beautiful things with it. I mean, look at this. You can make just anything under the sun with this crochet. And I talked to nurses. I mentioned it to the nurses one time when I was at the doctor's office, and they said that, you know, sometimes people have that carpal tunnel syndrome surgery, and they said it don't really help. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer to know that. I wonder why. You'd think that they could fix it somehow nowadays. They can do so many things nowadays, but I need to have the surgery because I don't want to quit. I don't want to quit crocheting. Now I'm going to try knitting. I know the basics of knitting, but I haven't knitted much at all because for some reason I get the tension so tight on the needles that I can't even work it, and I don't know why. I think maybe it's because the knitting needles don't have a hook, and I'm afraid that the yarn won't stay on the needle while I'm making the stitch. It may be why. But there has to be a way that I can learn to do it. There has to be a way. I'm going to look at YouTube videos and see. Maybe I could take up knitting. And I have a scarf I made for a friend of mine. Let me see if I can pause this video.